Hartke, question 4. What are your solutions to ensure Chandler will continue attracting new business and residents?
Well, we're at 95% build out. We are currently at 282,000. We're speculating to potentially by 2030 be up at 300 to 310,000 residents. Part of what I've done and will continue to do is be picky about the businesses that we support and that come to Chandler. As I mentioned, we have 265 manufacturing companies in Chandler, and we work hard to support them. In fact, when I leave here, I have to leave before the next debate because I committed myself to Intel to have dinner with a bunch of Ohio mayors and legislators that are concerned about Intel coming to there. It's my job as mayor to assure them how Chandler works well and will continue to do so. So we've got code that brings in the right kind of companies to our community. We work hard as a city to attract. Our code continually to adjust. I think our big issue and others that we're currently doing better than most taking care of is going to be water as a determiner. And Chandler does water better than anybody else. We recycle every drop that goes down your drains. We have policies that prevent people who are not part of our portfolio for businesses that we want to come in. And we just do it well. And I'd say, lastly, that if we do things right by getting the right companies on top, the economic multiplier of an Intel brings in 4 to 5 other jobs in our community. Supply chain, donut shops, gas stations. So we've really focused, laser focused on the companies that are part of our portfolio. And we talk about this in my strategic plan that we've worked out with council. And with that, I am confident that we'll continue to have a strong economic base and an attractive community to residents.
Okay. The question for you, Ruth, is what are your solutions to ensure Chandler will continue attracting new businesses and residents?
It's a good question. And I think as we approach build out, we need to also take into account the places in our community that become older or empty, storefronts that are not being used anymore. We need to make sure we're revitalizing those areas and making sure that we're putting the best use, the highest and best use to the land we have left. I think it's very important while we support our businesses to remember that when we bring a business in, it brings in residents. We want the people who work here to live here. So with the amount of land we have left, we need to make sure that we're looking for affordable housing solutions so that our residents have a good place to live as they grow into our city and feel welcomed. We need to make sure we have the services that they need and that we're providing all that's required. I think as our businesses continue to develop and come into the city, we have opportunities to change the way we're doing things. For example, a lot of the larger big box stores are not coming in, but there are many smaller stores that can be brought in and many family-owned businesses that can be supported. We need to make sure that while we're supporting large business, we support family businesses and all of the different types that'll be needed for our residents. Part of that is going to be ensuring that we have better transportation so that the people coming in have a way to get around our city as well.
Which leads us to our next question.
Do I get a
rebuttal? 1 minute.
Yeah. I personally want to thank my opponent for backing my policies of replacing the 2 major corners at Warner and Alma School and Kyrene and Chandler, of tearing down those big boxes and putting up attractive mixed use that will include apartments, that we will also pursue development agreements for workforce housing, as well as reinvigorating the local mom and pop shops around there. So thank you for your endorsement on that.